How many times have you started over? Maybe you have that new plan or the new tracker, or it's a new Monday, only to feel like you're falling behind again by the end of the week. Midlife women are stuck in an all or nothing cycle, not because they're undisciplined, but because no one ever taught us how to build these rhythms that stick. So today I'm going to share what happens when women stop starting over and start building something sustainable. And just a spoiler alert, it's not about more hustle. So if you're already thinking, oh my gosh, this is a juicy one for me, this is me, I've created a guide called the 5 strategies to make yourself a priority. And it'll help you take small first steps towards creating those rhythms that work for your life. So the link is in the description below. Let's talk about this all or nothing trap. I wrote about it in the It's Your Turn book, and I named it because it's really a cycle of good intentions, but it has this guilt that comes with it and this starting over that's exhausting. We may think, you know, we want to get started on a plan, whether it's around food or movement. And we think, well, I can't do it all, so I'm not going to start just yet. So we procrastinate or we decide, I'll do it after I get back from vacation, or I can't do that right now because I've got too much going on. And we stop ourselves because we think of this thing as something so big and it paralyzes us. So we don't do anything. So that's where I came up and really saw this pattern in myself, that I wouldn't take advantage of doing certain things because I was thinking I had to go all in, or it had to be perfect. So if either one of those things are something that pops up for you, just realize it. And it's something that we can navigate through there. Listen, midlife women, we are navigating so much. We're navigating hormone shifts, we're navigating maybe caregiving, career things. Maybe you're thinking about transitioning out of a career or into a career, or you're leaning into what is it for me now. You may be dealing with some physical or emotional exhaustion, and a whole lot of conflicting advice out there right now with what you should do. So you make one change, and when it doesn't stick, you can go down the cycle of blaming yourself. So we're not going to do that. The problem isn't you, it's the system you've been handed. You don't need another complicated protocol to follow. You have a rhythm, and if it doesn't feel like you have a rhythm right now, we can find that. So when women who are actually in the Reclaim You program or other coaching programs I have, we don't chase perfection. We build personal rhythms that fit into your real life. So clients like Joan, when she first started working in through some of the programs, she said, I've really tried everything and nothing really sticks. And by just a few weeks in, she wasn't just trying anymore. She was repeating the things that worked for her. And now her routines are second nature. And other women like Sheila, she used to feel stuck and disconnected. Through our different lessons, especially the one when we talk about rest and giving ourselves permission to rest, she learned what her body actually needed, and she stopped pushing herself into another crash. So this isn't just about food or fitness, it's about you, your nervous system, your hormones, your mental load, and your values. And we look at fueling your body without restriction, creating rhythms for rest, understanding your midlife hormonal shifts, and reframing your mindset so you don't stop. You stop other things like sabotage, and you start supporting yourself. And yes, we do it all through a very simple step by step with a framework. So it's not overwhelming. So, what happens when you stop starting over? What I've seen over and over again, when women stop going at it alone or stop starting and stopping and starting and stopping, they actually start giving themselves permission to work with their body. And they gain a lot of different things. They gain clarity, they gain energy, they start trusting themselves again. They feel steady in their choices, and they show up more compassionate and having more confidence, and they stop waiting for the perfect time to take care of themselves. And that's the power of reclaiming you. It's not about fixing yourself, it's about finally supporting yourself, because you're not behind, you're not broken, you're just ready. This isn't another reset, it's your real reset. And in anything that you do, remember that it is your turn. So, if there's any questions you have, reach out, drop comments below. If there's something that really hit for you in this video and any of the other videos, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear, how are you resting? Is rest hard for you? And notice that there in the description below, there are several links. So check things out, reach out if you have any questions, and always remember, it is your turn.